Rome 260 AD. A crowded stone marketplace under a blazing sun. A Roman soldier in armor walks through the market holding a silver coin in his palm. He stops at a bread stall. A bearded baker stands behind a wooden counter stacked with round loaves. The soldier places the coin on the counter. The baker picks up the coin. He turns it over slowly. He drags his thumbnail across the surface. A thin silver layer scratches away. Bronze underneath. The baker's eyes narrow. He has seen 3 coins like this today. He reaches under the counter and changes the price board. The number goes up. The soldier stares at the new price. He looks at the coin in his hand. He looks back at the baker. He doesn't argue. He pays. He walks away with less bread than he expected. No new law was announced in the Roman Forum that day. No tax collector knocked on any door. No emperor gave a public speech about raising prices. But a Roman soldier just paid more for the same bread and never understood why. This is the oldest trick governments ever invented. A Roman mint. Torches burning on stone walls. Workers pouring molten metal into coin molds. A Roman emperor sits on a throne, watching the mint workers below him. On a table beside him, 2 coins. One old, heavy, pure silver. One new, lighter copper core. Both stamped with the same imperial face. Workers carry sacks of old coins in. Workers carry sacks of new coins out. A Roman tax collector walks the city streets, handing soldiers their wages in the new coins. The soldiers receive the coins without question. Caesar's face is on everyone. A merchant in the market weighs a coin on a small bronze scale. The scale tips wrong. His eyes go wide. He writes a new number on his price board. Higher than yesterday. Another merchant across the square watches him. Updates his own price board, also higher. A Roman widow counts her savings on a wooden table. The same number of coins as last year, but the market outside her window has doubled every price. She stares at the coins. Then at the empty bowl on her table. The coins didn't change, but what they could buy did. That is what debasement looks like from the inside. London, 1540s. A royal mint inside the Tower of England. Workers melt silver coins in iron crucibles. They add copper to the liquid metal. They pour the mixture into molds. King Henry VIII stands before a mirror. His portrait is being painted onto a new coin die. Cut 2. A merchant in a London street market, 1545. He bites a coin. The silver coating cracks at the edges. Copper underneath. He turns the coin to the king's face. At the nose, where the coin has been touched most, the silver is completely worn away. A copper nose stares back at him. The merchant shakes his head. A medieval European city. A government clerk sits at a wooden desk writing numbers in a leather ledger. Columns of gold, columns of paper certificates. The gold column stays the same. The paper certificate column grows and grows. A citizen walks into a bank. He hands over a paper certificate. He wants gold in return. The bank clerk opens the vault. There is less gold than the certificates promise. He closes the vault. He tells the man there is a delay. New York City, August 15, 1971. A television set in a suburban American living room. Richard Nixon sits behind a desk on screen in a formal suit, speaking directly to camera. A family sits on a couch watching. The father leans forward. His expression is confused. Cut 2. Fort Knox, Kentucky exterior shot. Armed guards at iron gates. Rows of gold bars stacked inside a vault. Cut 2. The same vault later. Fewer gold bars. Empty shelves where gold used to sit. Cut 2. A government printing facility. Giant mechanical presses printing paper dollars. Stacks and stacks of fresh currency rolling off the machines. A digital counter on a wall screen. U.S. money supply growing. The numbers climb fast, then faster. A grocery store, 1971, price tag on a loaf of bread, 25 cents. The same grocery store, different decade. Same loaf of bread. Price tag, 1050, same store. Later decade, price tag, 350. Same store today. Price tag, 599. The bread did not change. The money did. A modern central bank boardroom about long table. Men and women in suits studying charts on a screen. The chart shows an inflation target line, 2%. A red zone above it. A blue zone below it. A banker in glasses points to the 2% line with a pen. He nods. The others nod. Cut 2. A split screen. Left side. A man in a suit signing papers for a house purchase. His asset portfolio on a screen behind him. Stocks, property, gold, all numbers rising. Right side. An elderly woman at a kitchen table counting paper bills. A notebook in front of her showing her monthly expenses. The numbers don't match her income. The man on the left smiles. His net worth is rising with inflation. The woman on the right frowns. Her fixed pension buys less every year. Same inflation, 2 completely different experiences. Cut 2, Germany, line 21. A busy street market in Berlin. Prices on chalkboards outside every shop. A worker receives his weekly pay envelope at a factory gate. He tears it open, counts the bills. He walks to the market. A baker quotes him a price for bread. He counts out the bills. He returns to the factory the next morning, receives another pay envelope, opens it. More bills, but the baker's price has already gone up again. By 1923, a Berlin cafe. A customer orders 1 cup of coffee. The waiter writes the price on a slip of paper, 5,000 marks. The customer finishes the coffee, asks for the bill. The waiter returns with a new slip, 8,000 marks. Prices changed while he was drinking. A German woman wheels a wooden cart piled high with paper currency down a cobblestone street toward a bakery. She is not wealthy. The entire cart is worth 1 loaf of bread. A professor empties a desk drawer. Diplomas, certificates, 30 years of savings in paper bills. He lays them on the table. He goes to the market. He comes back with a small paper bag of potatoes. That is all the savings bought. He sits at the empty desk. He stares at the wall. Outside his window, crowds in the street. Men in military uniforms giving speeches on wooden platforms, people raising their arms. A hand holding a gold coin. Ancient Roman one side, modern bullion on the other. Both gold centuries apart. A man standing in front of a wall of gold bars in a private vault. He is not a king. He is an ordinary investor. A farmer standing in a field of wheat he owns, crops rising around him. A developer standing in front of a building he owns. The city skyline behind him. A computer screen showing a Bitcoin wallet. The supply counter, 21,000 fixed. Unchanging, the Roman mint. Workers pouring new coins, the medieval Tower of London. Copper being added to silver. Nixon on television, signing the executive order. The Berlin cafe, 1,000 marks for coffee. The grocery store, the same bread, decade after decade, always more expensive. The Roman soldier again, standing in the marketplace, looking at the coin in his hand. He doesn't know what happened to his money. A modern office worker, checking his bank account on his phone. His savings balance the same as last year, but the rent notice on his desk is higher. He doesn't know what happened to his money either. The mechanism is the same. The soldier and the office worker are the same person. Only the era changed. A single silver denarius falls onto a black stone surface. It spins, it slows, it stops. The silver surface catches the light, and for just a moment, beneath it, you can see the bronze underneath. The capital files.